What's up guys, and welcome to Halloween day 24. Holy shit. If you're new here, Halloween is 31 tutorials in the month of October, which means a new video every day. Today's look is this Scarecrow that, isn't really my absolute favorite, but I kept it because there are some elements that I like, and so I thought maybe you guys would too. All product details will be listed down below as usual. Let's do it. Starting out with my bare face, except for glued down brows. I do have glued down brows. I'm putting some latex all over my mouth area where I am going to make these kind of stitched up pieces. I had the idea to look like there were rips in the fabric of the Scarecrow, so I wanted to create that a little bit with some cotton and latex. Lay down a layer of latex and then just build up cotton in strips. I left a pretty considerable opening around my mouth just so that I could still put a straw in there and drink and eat a little bit, so I would suggest doing that too if you're wearing this for Halloween. Let the cotton and latex dry between each layer before you add another one on top. I did about, I would say, maybe 3 to 4 on each little ripped piece. And you can speed up the process by using a hairdryer if you don't got time to wait. Because ain't nobody got time for that. While that's drying, I moved on to the eyes. I used black cream paint all over them, but looking back, I would definitely use like a black gel liner so they don't crease at all. Because this cream paint, it sure does crease unless you set the fuck out of it. I grabbed this twine from Michael's. It's pretty much available anywhere. You can grab it forever. And I measured out to see exactly how far I'm going to need it. I cut off little pieces and then I add latex and cotton to build up around the eye to again make it look like the holes of my eyes are rips in the fabric. And then while the latex is a little tacky, I add on my twine. I'm doing it in crisscross shapes, and just so it has a little extra stability, I do put a little bit of latex around the edges. It's not completely necessary, but it also will make it look like the twine is then connecting into the fabric. You can see decently through this. There's still little holes where you can look through, so it's completely wearable for Halloween, but I would not suggest driving or anything, just because you gotta be safe. Do the exact same thing on the other eye. I like to change up the shapes just a little bit. Build up the brows with a little bit more of that cotton and latex. I wanted some angry ass looking brows. Even connected them a little bit in the middle to give that furrowed brow look. Moving on to the paint job, I'm using a kabuki brush and I'm using this RCMA VK palette that I have, which has a ton of different foundation shades. Going in with a little bit more of a tan shade that has orange undertones to it, and putting this loosely all over the look and then all over my neck. We're going to go back in with so many colors, so you don't even have to go ham and cover it perfectly right now. Black cream paint goes right in the middle of these little ripped fabric pieces, and just so it actually looks like fabric, I'm mixing a lot between a dark brown and a black cream paint on top of these foundations. The slits in the fabric would create a lot of shadows of the fabric then going inwards to these slits. So as you start to go near one of the holes, the fabric would go inwards, so that needs to be shaded down into a dark brown. I'm jumping around this look a lot with a ton of different colors from that RCMA palette and my cream paints. We want this to be textured out the dick hole like normal fabric and kind of burlap would be, so you can just use a lot of stippling and sporadic movements with your brush. It does not have to be all blended out. Do darken under that brow little area that we did make though, because that will add to the effect of our little angry Scarecrow. Ooh, and I should have mentioned this before. If you are doing this twine over your eyes, make sure that the twine is curved out enough that your eyelashes don't keep rubbing against it and irritating them. This is more so of the detail paint now. I'm going in with the brown paint and going underneath all of the little crevices that we made with the cotton and latex. This will make all of the little mold of our cotton and latex really pop out and look super distressed. Talking about distressed, the neck and chest, same with the arms, so easy. Taking a sponge I got from the craft store and just stippling on color all over, more so keeping to darken around my collarbones and my little jugular notch. I read your comments, jugular notch, that's the neck hole. Popped on my costume and stippled on some texture with a stippling sponge. This is just in a light foundation shade all over. Still taking that same foundation shade and giving some final highlights to the look, right to the high points. Everywhere that your skin kind of pops forward, just add a little bit of a highlight. Go through your twine and set the living shit out of your eyelids. Especially if you want to have the illusion where your eyes are closed and they just look completely like black holes, yeah, you're gonna real need to set it. Threw on a wig and a Freddy Krueger hat, actually, because I didn't have a Scarecrow hat. And added some fall leaves. I just wrapped these around my bra straps, but for extra security, you should most definitely safety pin them to your clothes. This is actually a voodoo doll costume, but I thought it worked perfect with my Scarecrow. Did a voodoo doll last year, so wanted to change it up a bit. And that is the entire look. I hope that you guys like it. Now you can be a super creepy Scarecrow that has some fun eyes that you can still see out of, so it is wearable for Halloween. Thank you so much for watching. I love the fuck out of you guys. You are too sweet to me. You're just the best. Use the hashtag Hansween so I can see your work, and I will see you tomorrow.